What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Boxing Club podcast. I am yours truly, Big Chubbs, alongside with my fellow Potters, Coach El Guapo.
Hello,
What's
everyone.
up, Coach? We also got Lou Almighty in the house.
What's up, baby?
How you guys doing?
Doing good? Real good.
Good.
Good. Today is a little different.
Special day?
We got a special day today. We are not in Supreme. Where we at, Lou?
We are Outlaws Boxing Gym,
Where at?
Tarzana, California.
And who's with us today?
Go ahead and introduce yourself, one and only.
What's up, guys? My name is Mathias Radcliffe. I am currently 2-0 with 2 knockouts as a professional fighter, and I was a world-class amateur standout before that.
Boom.
Nice.
And also, we got his coach, Mr. Flip Flop King himself.
Hey guys, Coach Brandon Krause here, and I have the honor of training Mathias Radcliffe.
Yes,
How
sir.
you guys doing?
Things are well.
We first of all, we want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to come out here to your
thank
gym and chop it up with you guys for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kick it off like this. Matias is a junior lightweight, professional of 2-0.
Yeah.
With how many knockouts?
2 knockouts.
Yee, that's fucking bad, bro.
Hmm.
So tell me a little bit more about yourself, bro. Give me a little background about you.
Born and raised in Cali. Cali's my home. Shout out to everybody in Cali.
That's what's up.
I was always super athletic and into sports growing up. I started boxing, you could say, a little late. I didn't start, when everyone else was started to fight at 8 years old, 10 years old. I kind of started when I was 13, turning 14. And within my first year of competition as an amateur boxer, fighting at the junior male division, 15 to 16 years old, I won a gold medal for the United States and Russia, and a bronze medal in the Junior Olympics.
Okay, you're getting a little too ahead of yourself, bro.
Okay.
Let's slow it
Hey,
down
we're
a
curious,
little bit.
man. We're curious.
Let's get a little bit. So where are you? What's your background? What's your
Background. Yeah, like I was saying before, born and raised here. My mom is from Uruguay in South America, and just growing up in the valley, being an athlete growing up.
So was boxing? You said you got into boxing late, right?
Yeah, I got into boxing a little late. I mean, generally you could start fighting at 8 years old. I started when I was 13, turning 14.
But is boxing the only thing you did?
No, I did swimming at a pretty high level. I was pretty
Swimming?
good. Yeah, I was pretty good swimmer, and I did boxing most of my life.
That's where those lungs come from. That's where the lungs come from.
Yeah, but I did soccer most of my life. My mom threw me into soccer right when I could start walking.
That's tight.
Yeah.
What about you, Coach? Give us a little bit of background about yourself as well.
Oh man, similar to Matias, about 13 years old, I walked into a boxing gym and never left. Kind of through the happenstance of life, I ended up buying the gym that I grew up in and just trying my best to make a go of it. And very fortunate to have a number of top fighters, including Mathias Radcliffe, and just trying to put my stamp on boxing.
Were you a fighter yourself, or?
I was an amateur for a long time. I had about 40 fights.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your record like, if you don't mind?
I had 27 wins.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Nice. Very
Which is
nice.
actually really good. in the
Yeah.
amateurs.
I
That's good.
won more than I lost. Let's put it
Right.
that way.
That's good. So you have also a very impressive amateur career, don't you?
Yeah.
91 and 12, I believe.
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
So give us a little bit of experience about what was your experience like in the amateur.
It was great. I would travel, fight the best of the best, whether, I had less experience than people in the open class division or not. I would go in there, give it my all, and, like you were saying before, 91 and 12, 2 international medals, 1 gold, 1 silver, got to fight in 5 different countries. It was great. It was amazing. Fun journey.
So international, where'd you go?
I fought in Siberia, which is different from Russia, but we flew into Russia, then flew to Siberia, fought in Siberia. That's where I won my first gold medal. I fought in Uruguay, Ireland, and England.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's bad, bro.
Mhm.
I wish I could travel like that. You know what I
In
mean?
Mexico as a pro.
Oh, Mexico as a pro as well, yeah.
So out of all those countries that you just named,
Mhm.
which one was the best experience for you?
I would say year-wide just because,
That's
I
your
was
hometown.
there for, 3 months. I got to meet my grandfather for the first time, my mom's side of the family for the first time. It was a great, like, not only boxing experience, but a life experience.
So speaking of Uruguay, correct me if I'm wrong. You started a GoFundMe, right, to help you, and that turned out really, really well for you.
Yeah.
How was that feeling, knowing that you had a lot of people that to support you and have your back to allow you to move on and continue your career, your dream?
Well, shout out to everybody who helped me with that GoFundMe back in 2019. It was, the feeling is indescribable, honestly, to have that much, support already. And, I just love the support. Thank you.
Yeah, that dude. To be honest with you, if that was me, bro, and I had the love and the support, like that would make me go harder.
Yeah, of course.
Just to show those people, like, damn, like I'm here for a reason. This is my dream, and there's nothing gonna stop me. And dude, that's pretty dope. Shout out to everybody that hooked them up with that that GoFundMe. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I think that's the silent part of boxing is even though it's quite an individualized sport, all successful stories have a community of support behind them that is
Right.
kind of under the scenes,
So So are you coach? You've been coaching for.
I've been coaching for about 15 years now. I've owned the gym for 12 years, and I always thought I was going to be the fighter, right? But life didn't dictate it that way. Through the course of amateur fighting, I was able to get myself a degree in athletic training, which really aids itself to what I do, and the terrific fighters that walk through the door, keep me showing up for work every day.
Now let me ask you something. I was actually looking through your Instagram last night, and a good percentage of your videos, you're in flip flops.
I'm sorry to disappoint you that I didn't wear the flip flops.
Yeah, I came in today. Be like, dude, I hope he's rocking his flip flops today.
Oh man,
and I was disappointed. But
I'll take my shirt off before you leave.
I was going to say that. I think every video I pulled up that I kind of came across, you usually with no shirt, man, showing that physique.
I'm trying to class it up for you guys today, all right?
Hey, but that's dope though.
Yeah.
Like that's to me that's your unique style. That's you. That's what defines Outlaws Boxing Gym. You know what I mean? Is, hey, bro, my coach is so fucking badass that he trains me in flip flops. Sick, bro.
Not only that, but he puts in miles with us every
That's what I
morning.
was gonna say.
He gets 5 miles in every day. He trains himself, here at the gym in between his clients, to keep his physique up, to keep, his body in shape, to, be able to train these fighters each and every single day.
Yeah, just to keep up with you guys, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Impressive.
Keeping him on his toes.
But yeah, I also saw that because you guys went hiking yesterday, right? Or the day before?
Do a little
yesterday?
trail run.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. See, I can't be there. I'm not there yet, bro. I'll die like midway. Just a little baby hill. I'm done.
It's terrific for the conditioning, but really it's also terrific for the team building.
Is it like what makes you guys closer?
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. You got anything for the coach?
Right now, I'm just impressed being here with him. So, I have watched your videos. I should say your fights, and you're a real pit bull. When I was watching, you're no nonsense. When someone comes to attack you, you bring it right back, and it's a mental game when you're fighting someone like that, and you always keep your strength level always high. And it's like when I look at, you're discouraging them, and you just seem to know that really well. And when I watched, when I've seen your knockouts, you knew, don't let up. And it was very impressive seeing that. It's not easy for your 2 first fights to get knockouts. Mm-hmm. Not easy at all. And you handled that really well. Very good for you on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I could credit my amateur background to getting those 2 knockouts. While I was in the amateurs, we had about 10, 11, maybe 12 fights without headgear to, prepare me for the pros. They changed up the rules a few years back, and, it really helped me and developed me for the pros. And, those knockouts are going to keep coming.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. When you look at this guy, from your first glance, does he look like a vicious fighter? He's vicious.
Nah,
I was at his first fight. the dude was like an experienced guy, if I remember correctly.
He was
right?
undefeated.
Undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated.
Oh, he was undefeated.
Yes, sir.
He came in, dropped the guy, and then stopped him like a composed stoppage, not a flurry.
Yeah.
Right. So
Three knockdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
first
nasty.
knockdown in the first round, then the second round, and then the third I stopped.
dude, it was crazy.
So you as a coach, how do you feel when you see your fighter performing at that level?
I think kind of like he was describing with his amateur career, we all were pretty confident that he wasn't going to fold under any kind of pressure or bright lights, which he's built for this. And I'm just very happy to see, and I tell him this all the time, that just the pages of his life keep turning, and I'm as interested to see what's written on the next page, I think, as everyone else is.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Dude, we're all excited for your next fight. We can't wait. We can't wait for you to drop the date. I'll be there. Lou will be there.
For sure.
Coach will be there.
Without a doubt.
East Slick will be there. We'll all be there to support, bro. As you got all the support from the Boxing Club podcast, bro. Like, we shout you out, and I get a lot of people be like, hey, so who's Matias? Who's Matias? Like, why are you guys always talking about him on your podcast? And I explain to them,
It's because I'm the future.
and I tell him, I was like, dude, this is boxing's future right here, and you just look him up. Hey, bro, I looked up Matias, and dude, he looks like a little pit bull, bro. He's a little beast, and I was like, dude, I'm telling you. So we're very happy, and we appreciate that you guys gave us this time today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for
happy you guys are
having
here.
us. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, has anybody ever told you, like, from the neck up you look like Ricky Hatton, and from the neck down you look like Canelo? Anybody ever tell you that?
It's so funny. Those are you hit the two comparisons.
Right?
But like people always tell me like, hey, you kind of look like Ricky. I'm like, man, I'm 10 times better looking than Ricky.
My man.
No disrespect to Ricky, but come on.
I feel you on that.
Oh man, see, hey, dude, I'm just so out. I'm dead, bro. You guys look too good for me to hang out with. But they say that all the good-looking guys always had to have that ugly friend, right?
I thought that was a girl reference.
That wingman.
So tell us about your gold medal.
It was back when I was.
Tell us about your bronze first, and then we'll get to the gold medal.
Yeah. So it was kind of interesting how I came up in the amateurs. So there's a novice division, meaning you have 10 fights and below, beginner. And then it's an open class, 10 plus fights or 11 plus fights, however you want to say it. And I only had 4 fights, so I was still novice. We go to Arizona to the Gene Lewis tournament. And the trainer that I was with at the time didn't tell me, and he just put me open. He put me open for my 5th fight. And, the first fight that I had there at the tournament was a 3-day tournament. I fought a guy with 60 fights.
Oh shit!
And I didn't know. I was just in there, whatever, I'm in here to do my job, win, whatever I need to do. The ref comes up to us, and he's like, how many fights do you have? And I was like, 4. And he goes, man, that guy has a lot more fights. Like, he was confused. And the coach at the time that I was with was like, nah, get out of here. Don't, he didn't want me to get scared. And, I passed the test. I, beat him with my relentless pressure. And the next day, I fought another experienced dude, beat him. And then the third day, my first open tournament, I lost to a dude. His name is actually Dominic Cerna. Me and him go way back. He's a good kid, good dude. And he handed my first loss, actually, in the amateurs. And after that, that loss taught me a lot about myself. And, I went on to win gold in Russia. I went to Ringside World Championships. I got 2nd place, and it only went up from there. I kept winning and winning and winning. So there's a saying that I always, used in amateur boxing. I never let a win go to my head or a loss go to my heart. And, we always kept that mentality, and we just kept pressing forward.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
Smart thinking on that.
So when you how did you feel? I know you just kind of explained that to you, but kind of break it down to how you took that first loss.
Honestly, as a kid, you're not really ready for that, But
How old were you?
I was 14 at the time.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and how the age cutoff works. My birthday was in September, so I always fought an age bracket above what I was. So I was 14 fighting 15, 16. I was 16 fighting 17, 18, because that's just how the cutoff date worked for me. So, but it all made me stronger. You know what I mean? Mentally, how Coach was talking about, that made me mentally stronger than the rest. And I feel that's what makes me different from the rest as well. It's my mental strength.
And that's exactly because you learn from your loss.
Yeah,
it teaches you. A lot of people in the amateurs, when it comes to boxing, everybody when they're starting out, they want to win. They all want to win, and then when they take their first loss, it's like the hardest thing in the world, like it was a title fight.
Yeah.
But the fact is, you learn from it. It teaches you, I could be beat.
Yeah.
So it just makes me, I have to get better. And
Exactly.
you take the fights upcoming more seriously.
That's where you see what kind of fighter they are.
Very much so. And you start learning more about yourself and understanding a win, what it takes to win. So, I always tell, with all my amateurs, you're going to win and you're going to lose. It's how you take it. And you learn from it. And there's no heart loss by losing. I know you put a lot of work into it, but you learn from it. And that's what makes you as a fighter.
Yeah, 100%.
I had a question. I know a lot of guys, like on your level, you built your own style, like to what works for you, what you like to do, and what comes naturally, I guess. But like someone like me, Victor Ortiz took my style.
Wait.
What can I say? What's funny, bro? Some people they'll take somebody's style, like Victor Ortiz took mine. So
Right.
did you naturally become an aggressive type? You're a controlled aggressive. You're not like a sloppy aggressive.
Yeah.
But did you put your style together naturally? Or did you look up to a certain fighter and kind of mold after that?
Well, how I could describe it is, I'm a student of boxing, so I watch, all eras of boxing,
Right.
any videos I could find, and I take little pieces and little bits from every single fighter, and then I make it into my own style.
And I would, speaking about Matias and how his style plays out in the ring and being successful, that this young man he's not an aggressive guy on the streets. How he goes about his daily daily
not
decisions.
at all. I'd hate to talk to him the wrong way, not knowing the guy. He doesn't, like I said, he looks like the nicest guy. And
I think instead of seeing that, instead of what we think we're seeing of being aggressive up there, we're really seeing his will, because that's what he does give to everything that he challenges himself in the day. That strong will. So it's that will I think you see coming forward more so than in some sort of aggressiveness in his head.
gotcha. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
So you said when you were in the amateurs, you had a different coach, right? How did you and Coach King Flip Flop over here, and the Flip Flop King, how did you guys merge together?
So, ever since I started boxing, I've known Brandon. Brandon is just known as like Coach Brandon Krause. So things happened at the old place. I left. One thing led to another. I was getting ready to turn pro. And then I came over here and I was like, hey, Brandon, do you mind? Because Brandon has known me for years since I started boxing, And I was like, hey, do you mind if I train here for about a week or so, get ready for this, camp I might be going into? He goes, bro, of course, you're welcome here anytime, this, that, and the other. After 2 weeks passed, we clicked automatically, boom. And I was just like, you know what? Honestly, I really think that, like, I should stay here and stay in the amateurs for a few more years and really, reach my goal since I was a little kid and shoot for the Olympics, And he goes, hey, I'm with you. Let's do it. Let's do this thing.
That next year, his young man fought 25 times in 1 year.
Oh, damn.
25, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in 2 different countries as well.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So you were ready. You were getting ready. You were about to get into a camp for a fight, and you ended up coming in here, staying here, and just extending your amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
You clearly can see you guys click really well, and that's really important. You can see that. That's what makes you good. Because it's bad traveling, being in a location where you don't feel comfortable being in.
Yeah.
And clearly he made that really comfortable for you. That's
Yeah.
good. That's really
Yeah,
good.
you'll go far. Like me and Ricky, man, we title fights. Oh, man. What can I say, man? I retired a long time ago. We made it far, man.
This guy.
Almighty Lou.
Almighty. Bro, you're on a good one today.
It must be the coffee, man. It must be the coffee.
Yeah, what's in that coffee?
So Coach Brandon, once he came in here and he decided to stay, did you come up with the game plan on how to move forward, or was that between both of you?
No, I've always just in general with my fighters, I want them to be themselves in there. I view boxing as art, as self-expression. So I want him to be able to do that on his own. So I just I polished where I needed to polish. You know what I mean? I sharpened where I needed to sharpen, and really let Matias be himself.
That's pretty dope.
And let's be honest. Like Matias is the type of guy that when he walks into your gym, you feel like you hit the lotto.
Yep.
Yep, he's got that star power. I think I did like that nutrition shit you were talking about. I put like star power in there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, look at the kid, right?
Very much so. Very much so.
Hey, stop me when I lie, man.
man.
Stop me when I lie.
So traveling the country, I want to touch a little bit more about each individual countries that you went to.
Yeah.
The top tier fighters in every country. You know, tell us about Siberia. Tell us about Uruguay. Tell us about, is it Ireland?
Yeah, Ireland.
How
it
was
was
that?
Monkstown.
Wow.
I would say.
A Monkstown?
Yeah, Monkstown.
No
That was
way.
it's called the Monkstown Cup. It's like a 3-4 day tournament. And
Really?
Yeah, it was a cool tournament. But so let's talk about the.
Were you guys already together or?
No, not for that one.
Okay.
For Ireland, yeah, but for Russia,
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But so for Russia, you know, it was towards the beginning of my amateur career, so I had a little bit less of experience. But you know, I went in there and handled business. I went up against one of the local dudes the first day, and it was pretty cool. Like all the people, it was a small gymnasium, 2 stories, so there was like a crowd everywhere. There's even a crowd around the ring, around the judges. They didn't care if like, you know, people were next to the ring or not, like how they are here, you know. And there was a red and blue corner just like any other amateur fight. And in Russian, they were like, who do you guys think won, red or blue? And they would chant in Russian like red or blue. And they would bang on the ring, bang, 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 bang. And they just, you know, they liked me. They called me Mini Tyson back then. And I beat
That's
the local
badass.
dude. Yeah, I beat the local dude the first day. And then I got a bye the second day. And then the third day, I actually fought a European champion. At the time, I was fighting, I believe, 49 kilos, which is like 110 pounds. And it was a tough fight. He was long and lengthy, but I kept the pressure on, had some good head movement, and I got the win. Got the gold.
And that's where you won the gold medal?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
tight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's tight. And where did you win the bronze?
I won bronze medal at the Junior Olympics. I fought top dudes here in the nation, and it was
So that
good.
was here in
Yeah, and here in the United States, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Out of the two, what experience did you like the most? Like, is it staying in the States or going outside the country?
There's no comparison between, you know, like staying in the States and seeing the States here and then like traveling to a different country, you know. It's like a different world out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're literally on like a different planet. Like a little valley kid, you know, running in the valley, through the streets of the valley, training in the valley, doing this and that, you know, hanging out with friends, and then boom, one day you're in Siberia, you're in Moscow, you're in Red Square, you know, like in the middle of winter. It's, you know, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, I've never experienced 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I live in California, you know what I mean?
It's always sunny in Southern California.
Yeah.
Bones all cold.
Yeah.
Hey, so the real question is,
Mhm.
what country has the hottest chicks?
It's hard. It's hard.
Those Mexican girls.
There we go, coach.
Yeah. It's hard. But I don't know.
Come
I
on.
don't know.
Just
For
let
me?
it out, bro.
We're not gonna
I
tell.
don't
know. Yeah. Let's
No,
just,
no,
let's
nobody
just keep it
listens. You know, it's just us. Nobody's gonna know.
good. Honestly, I don't know. They all have some pretty hot chicks.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. All women are beautiful, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Way to
that-
save
Yeah,
it.
very politically correct right there.
Is that the best way to be politically correct?
Yeah.
So you're you're signed, right? You got a management company with Victor Sports and Entertainment.
Yeah, with Mike Leonardi. Shout out to Mike.
So, what made you go that route with them, or what made you choose them?
You know, during the pandemic, you know, we have a great team here, and I always thought in my head, you know, like there's kind of like a missing piece to like the business side, you know. We need somebody to like help us get our name out there, you know, help us get these bigger and better opportunities, this, that, and the other, especially during COVID. And Mike's name got brought up through a mutual friend. His name is Vince Gotti. Shout out to Vince. And, you know, I asked around other boxing people that I know in the business and through the business side of boxing. And everybody had great things to say about Mike. He also manages Badu Jack with the Money Team. He manages Shane Mosley Jr., Jose Pedraza, who fights under Top Rank, good Puerto Rican fighter. And, he's a great, honest dude who's passionate about boxing. And, you want that type of person on your team, And, yeah, that's how me and him got linked.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Coach?
Oh, I'm good. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, me too. I'm a fan right now.
Usually we take over the mic,
Oh yeah, we're usually good.
so
They're mic
we're
whores.
being respectful this time.
They're really, really mic whores. And
That's why
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm like hella surprised right now that they're just like, beep. Nothing. Like somebody hit the mute button on them, bro. 'Cause usually I'm like, all right, shut up. Let me say something. But give us a little background about yourself, Coach.
Oh, so like I said, 13 years old, I did walk into this gym, fell in love with boxing, fell in love with the trainer at the time was just the coolest thing since sliced bread to me, to a 13-year-old me. And I just thought, man, if this guy's in boxing, I want to be involved in boxing. And slowly but surely started kind of learning and training and competing and acquiring all the experiences that the crazy boxing world gives you. Like I said, I did somehow, some way, put myself through college and walk out of here with a degree in athletic training that's really helped me as well. And around 2008, the gym was really facing some financial pressures that were going to buckle it, and it was going to close down. At the time, I was 27 years old, young guy, concerned about my own boxing career, thinking that, still was going to end in being a boxing career competitively. And then I really had to have a kind of a mental back and forth with myself. What's really realistic here, Because I was a good fighter, but I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't a great fighter. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I would have been a marketable, money-making pro the way that I wanted to in my head. But I did know that I was starting to create somewhat of a following at my gym because I started picking up and training some of the young fighters. At the time, I met Jesse Martinez, which is my 15-0 pro. He was a 15-year-old kid, and he walked in for the first time, and he started having a lot of success in the amateur ranks. And it made me kind of think, like, maybe I can do something with this. Maybe this is where I'm going to fit in and where I'm going to make my mark. And I had a few $1,000 in the bank and a crazy dream, and bought the gym at 27, which is pretty young for a business owner of any kind, but let alone a boxing gym owner and trainer. And I'm thankful to say that things have worked out well. Every year is more positive and bigger than the one before. Now, of course, COVID has everything upside down, but
Right.
we're going to make it through that also. And the successes only continue to grow. They really do.
That's pretty dope, man. Because to a lot of people out there, with the dream, anything is possible.
Yeah,
You know
yes.
what I mean? Just like I got into boxing. I've always loved the sport. Growing up, I watched boxing with my dad, my uncles. Everybody's drinking beer, watching Mike Tyson and Julio Cesar Chavez. So I've been, I loved the sport since I was a little kid, but I never got into it because I never wanted to get hit. You know what I mean? I was always a big dude with a good-looking face. But
Obviously.
so I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I can't fuck that up.
That's the money maker.
You know what I mean?
That's the money maker, baby.
I can't have two. I can be a double whammy. So I just, try to keep it clean. But I was gaining a lot of weight. And then I kept telling Lou, 'cause I've known Lou for over 20 years. And he was like, bro, just go to boxing. And I've said this story on the podcast before, but is it just box? And I was like, nah, dude, I was scared. I was scared because it's hard. It's dedication. It's conditioning. It's everything. For the past 5 months, I've been sore every single day. Every day, I've been sore. But it's something that I actually wanted to do because I was getting out of control. I'm down. I'm down 50 pounds now.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. And it's just all it takes is dedication, and the same thing with anything that anybody wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is the willpower to do it, and just the dedication to stay out and to keep.
Hard work,
I find the adults that come to me that the biggest stumbling block that they have is that it's hard for the ego to not be good at something initially.
Right.
So that, I think, keeps a lot of people who are already adults away from learning a sport like this, starting to try to master it. So congratulations, and man, just keep it up.
Thank you, but you know, I appreciate that, and I want to keep going because my goal is to lose 100 pounds.
Okay.
You know, I want to be at 225, and you know, I'm almost
Even
there.
at that weight, we spar. You ain't gonna get me.
Oh,
You
nah,
ain't gonna
bro.
get me.
Almighty Lou.
It's lights out after that.
Yeah.
No, that's good. No,
You know,
but when you did start training, because anyone can start training, but will you keep training? You know, how many people sign up? How many tough guys walk into the door, coach? I fight on the street all the time. It's not a fight. You got to be dedicated because
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then they're gone the next week,
Yeah.
2 weeks, right?
People don't want to accept that the answer is to keep training.
Keep training.
You know, they want you to have some secret to tell them, or
Yeah.
you know, some magic wand. But no, the answer to everything having to do with that ring behind me is to just keep showing up. It really is.
Yeah. And yeah, you know, I'm thankful for my coach. You know, he kicks my ass every week.
And you pay him for it.
I do. I do.
I thought of it
And
that
he-
way. It's so true.
I pay him to kick my ass every week. But you know what? Every time I leave the gym, I feel
Great,
good. I
yeah.
feel great.
Yes.
You know, I love going on Mondays because I love to start the week off like that. You know?
Well, just for the record, I enjoy getting paid and kicking your ass.
No, but outside of boxing, what are you into? If you weren't a boxer, what would you be doing right now?
Man, that's a good question. It would have to be something with activity, something with sports. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that can just sit for 9 hours, a 9 to 5, something like that. I have to be, moving, doing something. To be honest with you, I've never really thought about it. I see myself, being, the future of boxing, and I've seen myself since I started that. And in my mind, I've already been champion, millions of times, and when it happens, it's not gonna be, anything new to me. I've already been there and done that in my head. So,
For the record, we here at the Boxing Club Podcast see you as the future of boxing as well.
thank you.
Definitely. So when that time comes, you get that whichever belt it is, probably that green WBC belt. I don't want you doing the speech of like you can't believe you're here. No, you said it and we believed it too.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
told you,
almost
motherfuckers, I was gonna do it.
Joe on the road was like, hey, I told you.
Surprised.
You say something?
Well, and I get it, especially from one coach to another. And you feel proud of what you do with building them up and see where they go.
Yeah.
Because technically, you and I can talk all day in the box of businesses. You own your business, and I own my own business, a gym. And we're always proud to have someone like that walk in our door.
Yes.
And you show the rewards of all the hard work and labor which you did. And it pays off. And you shine off of them. Just to have them here, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, people that walk, and as a coach, you know that people that walk in, like any successes that they have personally are also rewarding for you as a coach. But let's face it, we want our guys to get some W's. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's always great, and
Yeah.
it's awesome, and it shows it here. This is my first time here at Outlaw Boxing Gym. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Love it here. I can appreciate it from owning a gym to see another one like this, and I just love seeing this, and I can see all the hard work that you did in here, and it's amazing. Very good.
Yeah, the great energy in this gym, I gotta say.
PMA, it's on the walls. Positive mental attitude.
There you
Hey,
go.
I like that, dude. I've seen it on your stories, and I'm like, bro, just seeing that every day. When I would see it, for my experience, I was like, oh shit, like I gotta be positive today. When I was having a bad day on a Wednesday, and I saw your story and I read positive mental attitude, it clicked.
Yeah, I think it's a myth that there's these positive people walking around where it's just innate. It's a skill that you hone. It's a something you learn how to do and learn how to turn on, and when it abandons you, you learn how to come back to it, and it's not passive. It's something that you have to actively strive for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as a boxer, and people don't see everything, you know, from like the behind the scenes things that people don't see, you know. As coach, you know, towards the end of camp when I'm, you know, cutting some weight and I'm cranky and I'm tired and I'm sore, I'll come in here, you know, like dragging my feet, and he's like, come on, let's go. And seeing PMA on the walls, and Brandon being so positive every day, it really, you know, it drives me to just, you know, get that skill and have PMA, try to do it every single day.
That's cool. So what made you, like, how do you get so positive every day? Is it being a coach to motivate your fighters, or is it just you as a person? Is it something that you had to learn yourself?
Well, it's that overarching theme of that positive mental attitude of learning how to work different mental strategies where you can keep coming back to a productive thought, something that's going to help you in a certain situation, not going down a rabbit hole of darkness and despair, which human beings do, and I do myself, you know, and I'd be lying to you to tell you that there aren't days where the gym is the last place I want to be. You know, I want to sleep in, I want to this, that, but I flip that switch in my head. I come in here and I do my job. I perform my career. You know what I mean? And I make sure that I make sure that this fighter can vibe off me from the attitude I'm giving out to him, that I'm portraying. You know,
Right.
That, I want to be here. Not only do I want to be here, I want to make the best of this moment right now.
Yeah, you got people depending on you for that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And like those type of days that he's talking about, those make all the difference in the world. You know, it's easy to come in here when you want to come in here. It's
Right.
easy, but like when you don't want to come in here and you don't want to be here and you still come and you still do it, you know, that's discipline. Mike Tyson used to say, I used to do the things that I hated every single day until I loved them, because that's true discipline. And,
Wow.
you know, that's something that you could only respect. And
Yeah,
when
no,
you
fighters. Oh, sorry.
no, it's all good. When you see it every day, you know, you're just...
Yeah. No, a fighter's life is tough. Explain to us like the tough. It's easy to look at the TV on fight night when the guys are fighting for the title or fighting for whatever. They're on the screen, and it's easy to shout at the TV like, "Throw more punches! Just keep hitting him! Why does he just keep hitting him? Why is he backing up?"
Why are you running?
But what it took to get there is what a lot of people don't grasp. Like the running, you have to run, not to lose 5 pounds, but to maintain, to get in shape. That camp, that diet. You can't eat pizza sometimes. You can't eat, you know, Waba Grill or whatever. You know, there's things
Whatever
you can't
it may
eat.
be,
It's the
yeah, of
diet.
course. Yeah.
And you know, the coming in here and sweating, and sometimes you might have a off day in sparring and you're getting touched up. No one likes to get punched. You know, no one likes to, you know, get touched up, and that's part of it. But I guess what I'm saying is, you know, from your perspective, like that part of it, it's like Mike Tyson says, you're just doing it till you love it, right?
Exactly. I don't think anybody wants to wake up at 6, 7, 8 a.m.
jog.
and run for whatever miles they do for breakfast, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that. They want to, you know, wake up, watch a little TV, do this and that and the other, go about their day.
Play
No, you
Xbox
got-
all day.
Yeah.
Eat
You got to
popcorn.
wake up, you got to run, you got to come back, you know, eat healthy, go back to the gym, you know? You got to have that routine.
Yeah, in fact, like anything, you have your good days and you have your bad days, and you're trying to figure out your bad days. Why is this happening? And it could be a lot of things. There's fatigue, family, almost anything can interfere with you. Go, how do I make this a good day? And like I said, like you were saying, like sparring, you're like, man, I'm getting tagged. And it's just sometimes maybe it's over fatigue that happens, and sometimes I take a back step, relax, rest, then come back tomorrow, and then come back stronger.
Yeah.
You know, so I get that.
And treat this like a job. Treat this like a career.
Treat it like a job is the best way. I wish I could have taken those words before you said it, but I'll give you the credit, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I laugh how many people come into my gym and think that they're going to train Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for an hour and a half a pop and become a world champion.
Yeah.
And get all the accolades of people in the high fields of their particular careers. Go get dental work done from the dentist who went to school Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for 1 hour a day. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't do that in a million years.
Okay, so let me bring up a point. Now that you just said that, what do you think about the Logan Pauls, fighting Mayweather? He's not a boxer. He hasn't boxed his whole life. He didn't, he didn't put in the work to earn the fight with Mayweather. What do you think about that situation?
Amateur boxing is a beautiful display of pure competition where the best fight the best and things bracket up to a crescendo. Professional boxing, on the other hand, you're paid to put butts in the seats. It's entertainment. And if that's what the people want to see and that's what's going to make them watch boxing, I don't hate on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That Logan Paul is on TV doesn't mean someone else isn't, because he did that himself,
Right.
That's what I would say. And then also on that Logan Paul card are going to be a number of real legitimate boxers on that undercard that get some opportunity that didn't. I know guys personally that go spar Logan Paul a couple times a week and get paid a few $100 a pop for it, and they ain't complaining about it, So I'm, and I seem to be rare on my stance on this. I don't really hate on it.
So you don't mind it.
I don't mind it. That's a good way. I don't mind it. I'm not a fan of it.
So it's just for entertainment purposes of what people want to see.
Hey, when the layman comes up to me and starts talking to me about boxing because he saw Logan Paul, that's a good thing. When somebody walks into my gym because Logan Paul was boxing on YouTube, that's a good thing.
Okay, so I never looked at it through that perspective. So, but yeah, that does, it makes a whole lot of sense.
Do you think that's where it's, since the pay-per-view thing has been kind of dwindling since Mayweather left, it's kind of more of a harder thing to sell, per se, the streaming and stuff like that? Do you think the YouTube social media thing is, like Ryan Garcia's taking it that way, more social media?
Well, yeah,
Logan
I mean,
Paul.
I think now a fighter is expected to self-promote themselves in a way that is unique to this time in boxing, ever since the history of boxing. And just part of our society right now, yeah, you gotta be savvy on Insta and Twitter and YouTube and all that type of stuff. It's part of selling yourself. And yeah, I think it's all trending that way.
Yeah.
It really is.
See? We were born in that era, dude. We were there first. We should have been YouTube stars. We could have got a piece of that pie and then became pro boxers fighting Pat.
I'm so happy I was young before social media. I'm so happy.
I'm not a social media guy.
Okay.
Anybody that has me on social media, I'm rarely ever on there. I guess we were the generation first.
Yeah, we were.
In the YouTube and all that stuff. I was living in Oakland when YouTube was started in San Francisco. Well, it was, at least when it was getting big. And I would have never imagined, like, start a, channel or, whatever, and just make a bunch of jokes and monetize it.
My kids beg me every day to do TikTok videos with them. Yeah, come on, Dad, do a TikTok video. Nah, bro. Fuck out of here.
What are you doing, the Megan Thee Stallion challenge? You dropping like a hot man?
Nah, bro, they want me to do the WAP challenge.
A step further.
Nah, dude, but they bug me every day. Come on, Dad, let's do a TikTok video. I'm like, nah, bro, chill.
That's where it is, and I think a lot of people. But like I said in that one episode about Logan Paul, like, do I think it's fair that he's getting that opportunity? No, but also Mayweather's a smart dude, and he knows where it's going. I think he believes it's going that way. So to fight a YouTube star,
are they making a belt for YouTube fighters?
I don't know, maybe.
Nah, I don't believe so.
But I'm telling you, this isn't really anything new. Muhammad Ali was fighting pro wrestlers. He was fighting kickboxers.
That is true.
Joe Louis was doing some pro wrestling towards the end of his career. Right?
Mayweather
Joe Louis was wrestling?
Big Show.
Yes.
No way.
The problem was he was really knocking these guys out, and they didn't like it.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Remember Mayweather versus Big Show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He really broke his nose.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I remember that shit.
And that kind of started the whole celebrity thing like that.
Yeah, you're right. Damn, I forgot all about that.
And you know what else is trending up is the battle of the stars of yesterday. You're gonna see a lot more of that now also.
Like the Tyson Jones?
Like the Tyson Jones.
Yeah. No, that was big. Who did not want to see that?
Well, I follow Holyfield on Instagram. Man, that guy looks good for his age.
I'll call it first.
And he's calling out Tyson.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't got no ears left. Come see me in the ring. And I was just like, but that might be a trend.
You screwed me for COVID because I can't wear this damn mask.
I'll call it first. The next idea, we'll probably make a segment on it. Rappers versus rappers.
Oh, bro.
Come
you
on,
know how
who was
many?
buzzing?
Are you kidding? I'm living in it. I'm seeing that already. For anyone that doesn't know, I trained Warren G for 5 years. And these rappers have called them out. But when they found out he's been doing this for 5 years, and he's actually good. He's very decent. Even though, I mean, Eric, you sparred with him. And he's no joke. So you look at him as he's just a rapper. And then you see him work, you go, wait a minute, he's got some boxing skills. And so he even said, call me out.
So somebody tried to do that, right? Somebody tried to do the celebrity rapper boxing thing. Well, more celebrities than rappers, but I want to go towards rappers because rappers are aggressive. And it's like, hey, sign the waiver, hop in here, turn the cameras on, let's see what those hands are. Right?
So, give us a little bit more about your fleet of boxers. I know it's not just Matias, right?
Yeah, so in addition to Matias, Jesse Martinez was on this poster behind me.
What's up, Jesse?
Hot welterweight prospect, 15-0, 10 knockouts. About to make some very big moves in boxing. About to take the next step up into a national level. Of course, COVID threw a monkey wrench in everything, right? So we're all trying to deal with that. Yeah, I got Aleem Jumakhanov, who fought twice on ESPN last year, was 1-1 on those, and made himself a star and made himself a commodity. And I have Jerry Bradford boxing out of here also, 2-0 professional at welterweight division also. So getting a real good stable going.
That's amazing, dude. How does it feel to have all that under the Outlaw umbrella?
Well, it feels good. It feels like, that things are progressing in the way that they should. I don't own this gym to nickel and dime monthlies off people, you know what I mean, or to train weekend warriors. Like I want to be a noteworthy professional boxing coach, right? I want to have the Big Bear compound that my fighters can come up to and train and things like that. So what I tell my fighters is just like you. I'm chasing a dream also.
That's cool. So back to you, bro. So how did you and Lou Almighty meet?
We have a mutual friend, Ron Bahat. Shout out to Ron.
What's up, Ron?
Ron's a really good friend of mine. Yeah. He supports the gym. He supports Outlaws. He supports me. He supports all the fighters here. He's a great help. He connected me to Lou, and, we got some shirts going, some MR merch, hats, beanies coming.
Yeah.
Everything's hoodies, jumpsuits, you name it.
Yeah. No, it was through Ron. See, me and Ron met through my former trainer, Ricky. And I do Ricky's shirts.
The one that you taught everything to, right?
No, he taught me everything. But we made it to the top. We made it to the top. No. So he connected me. He has a business, and he connected me to him to do some shirts. And we were just starting out at the time. And me and Ron did a lot of business through that. And one day he's like, hey, I got an idea. I didn't know you design. I'm like, yeah, I do not design. We do more printing than designing, but whatnot. And he's like, hey, I train at, this gym, and I've got this guy, Jesse Martinez. And I was thinking, why don't make him some shirts and gift it to him? And I'm like, I'm with it, man. Whatever you want to do. And he's like, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's I come from the other side where a lot of these guys they just want gimme. These guys are like fighting divas kind of, and they're like,
that ain't Jesse.
No, not at all. But these guys are like, sure, I'll take some shirts, and then they never wear them. Well, yeah, I'll take that, cool, and never really say thanks. And it's like, cool, thanks. I get this stuff all day. So I told Ron, like, I'll do it, man, for you, but this is how I look at that side of the business. And he's like, dude, they're not like that. I'm like, no, it's fine if they are. They're not. I don't know them. I'll do it for you. So he's like, well, it's just like we sat in his patio table, and we were sketching stuff out. We put some ideas together. He sent it over, like right there when we were done. I mocked it up. He sent it over, and he's like, dude, oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm like, dude, these guys are like super nice and humble, and we ended up making a run for him. He was super thankful, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is a whole different side of fighters I've never seen. I was just used to, the other type of fighters. But then he brought Matias. He's like, there's this other kid, Matias, man. He's like this little bull. He's in there. He's a savage, man. He hasn't gone pro, but I want to make him some shirts too. He's got his own design. Let me send it to you. Boom, we put those out, and we kept doing more and more things through Ron. It was through Ron. So Ron really plugged me in here, and that's how I know Matias and Jesse and Coach Krause.
Oh, this is like the Gucci of Outlaws right here, man.
And back to what I was mentioning, I've done that for people where I throw out, and I used to even gift it to other gyms. I won't mention names. I'd gift like 50, 100 shirts, like, here, just this is your guys' stuff, free, take it. Cool. And they sat in the corner. Man, I'm not doing that anymore. He was like, are you kidding me, Lou? These shirts will be all over the gym. And I'm like I said, Ron, I'll do it for you, whatever you want, man. He's like, just do it, man, trust me. Showing me pictures. Like I said, I'm not on social media a lot, but he was showing me pictures. This guy's walking around with, J.D. Kane's shirt, and he's walking around with Jesse's shirt, shirts everywhere. He's like, they're gone already. Yeah. They're gone. We dropped them 2 days ago. They're gone. I'm like, what? This is crazy. Yeah, so it motivated me to step into that side of the business a lot more.
So now the whole valley is repping on
the whole valley, baby. Yeah. So, man, shout out to Ron again, man. I appreciate that guy a lot.
Hey, but this guy gives you headaches, though, right? This guy stresses you out.
Oh, man.
Right?
I'm always stressed out.
Hey, bro, you got that ready? Yeah. Where you at? Oh, I'm coming. Oh,
yeah. But I go off my own time, dude. I do not go off of people's time. Because at the same time, since we're shouting it out, hey, you got that list ready for me? Yeah, it's coming. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Oh, yeah, that's my fault.
Oh, I forgot too. I forgot my own shirt.
I did.
This guy made a whole order for his people and didn't order himself one. Yeah. Put it that way.
So everybody was rocking my shirts, and
except him.
I had no shirts, nothing. I screwed that up big time.
You keep losing that weight too, man. You keep getting a new wardrobe every damn day.
Yeah, that's the plan, because this 3X shit is expensive. It's no joke. But bro, I was bursting out of a 4X. Cute. Coming into the 5, and I was like, what am I doing? My kids are little. I can barely play with them. I was coaching them baseball, and until COVID happened, and I was like, dude, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can't do this shit every day. And I was talking to him, and he's like, just get in the gym, and that's why I'm so thankful, to have friends like that in my corner to push me, and just get out
and
there.
Stress you out, baby.
Stress me out, bro. I have so many white hairs because this guy stresses me out.
Me too.
But I'm appreciative of our friendship.
Yeah.
So
and you want to see those kids get old and married, and all that. You know what I mean?
My kids want to box.
Yes.
They tell me like, Dad, you're our hero. We want to be like you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. If you want to be like me, go to school. Don't be like me, because I have a 9 to 5. I don't want to go to work every day. Shit sucks.
Yeah, you don't want to be a retired cholo, man.
Get a
career.
But other than that, friendships like this, we've known each other for 20 years. We didn't like each other at first, by the way.
Nah,
we did not like each other. But so, bro, are you really ready for what's to come?
Yeah.
All those women chasing you.
Born ready.
All those,
the cars.
Hey,
pick me up in the Porsches when you get one, man.
It's part of the process.
Yeah, just pick me up in an SUV, bro, because I might still be big, and those
Porsches
sport
are made
cars.
wide, baby.
It won't go to this guy's head.
No?
It won't.
Like I always say in the episodes, man, this is a great group of guys.
No, and it seems like it, to be honest with you. Like, the vibe, Coach is really, really cool. Matias is really, really cool. It's pretty dope, and you can tell the vibe. You guys are really, really tight. Like, you don't have to say it, because you see it and you feel it, Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I haven't experienced it yet, but whether I wake up in a $8 million home or a shack and sleeping on the floor, I'm going to still wake up, get my run in, still eat healthy, still come to the gym. Doesn't matter.
So what's out? Because I think that's my biggest battle. I think if I would have ate a lot better, because I still eat salads. I eat salads every day for lunch. So I feel like I'm losing weight slowly, because Coach kicks my ass, dude. Like, how do I walk out of there? Like, I'm down to my knees.
You're in sweat.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Like, I'm dripping. I've never sweated so much in my life after leaving the gym. But I feel like I'm not losing weight fast enough. So what is it that you eat? Like, what pointers do you have
Well, I mean, the sweat part, it's water weight, you know? It's just water weight. You put that back in once you drink liquid and, you know, you eat fruits. There's still liquid is in fruits and your foods and stuff like that. Like, it takes time to lose real weight, you know what I mean? Like, Brandon always tells me, you know, once you gain those fat cells, it's really difficult to, like, manipulate your body and get rid of those, you know?
Yeah, they do not go away.
Yeah, you just have to really be disciplined, and it's a mindset. You know, when I'm making weight for a fight and I'm losing weight and I get cravings at nighttime, you know, I just have to go upstairs, close my door, bring a little water bottle with me.
No
breathe,
cereal?
breathe through the process.
Well, that's exactly true. I always tell the clients all the time, you didn't put on that weight in a day. It's not coming off in a day. It means you have to train your body. And everybody that comes in, obviously, that wants to lose weight, they said, hey, I'm 20 pounds overweight, and I have to lose this by the weekend. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You know, and if you did, you literally starved yourself. It's going to come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
So, and it's pretty much, it's training your body and your mind. And that's really what it takes to lose the weight. You just can't wish it off.
Yeah.
You have to work it off.
And for me, through my weight loss, you know, through fights and stuff, it's a little bit different than yours, because for a fighter, remember, they weigh in the day before the fight and they put that weight, maybe not all of it, but they'll put that some weight back on, you know, by the next day. We're talking about 15, 20. Some people put on 30 pounds within a night, you know, just, you know, within that 30 hours or whatever before their fight. So, you know, we just try to do it as right as possible. Shout out to Frank the chef. He cooks me meals, does meal preps for me, and you know, I stick to that diet plan up until about a week before the fight, and you know, we start to taper down the portions and stuff like that, and we make the weight.
And I tell these guys that, you know, this is your job. This is part of your job. You got to eat healthy. You got to keep your weight down. You know, it's not part of your job a couple weeks a year. It's part of your job for the entirety of your career.
Right.
I must say though, the few times I do get on social media and I go through your stories,
Aha.
if I don't see a JM shirt in there somewhere, I see food.
Bro, he doesn't even
man.
wear shirts.
I said a JM shirt. I didn't say a shirt. It's a JM shirt or no shirt.
You learn about nutrition and macros and all this stuff. You lose your fear of food, so that I eat calorie dense, nutritious food that I throw it on my stories every now and then. It's fulfilling the nutritional requirements that I need to for that time. I'm not overeating. You also not seeing me post, you know, with a bag of potato chips or chocolate or
I'm
something like
talking
that.
steak and chicken and asparagus, and I'm like, dude, I want to go over to this guy's house, man. It's on a plate.
Every meal, I try to make every meal have nutritional value. No empty calories.
And a good balance.
Yeah, I see that, or a guitar and your kids.
Yeah.
Right. So that's Coach.
I can't post all the pretty girls, so.
There you go.
You can keep those on the rap with us. I'm more than happy to hang out with you then. So how's training camp going?
It's going good. We just closed out second week, and you know, there's no cemented date, but we got, you know, a couple of dates in mind from my manager Mike, and you know, we've been ready. Honestly, I didn't even take a break after my last fight. I came back straight to the gym the day after the fight, and yeah, like I said, we've been ready. I'm a 4-round fighter right now, but I'm ready for 12. We could go, you know.
I think part of the good thing of this area is it's a hotbed of boxing. So we have opportunities to box with a lot of talented fighters that are in somewhat of a local radius to us. So you know, big shout out to all the Southern California gyms. And
Any names you can note out of, like?
I don't know if it's cool for me to say.
Got it.
In one of your previous interviews, I think it was the Ring magazine.
Okay.
You talked about sparring with Tank Davis. You talked about sparring with Leo Santa Cruz. And who's the other one? Lomachenko. Give us a little bit of you know, of detail. How did that happen, or how did that feel? You know, sparring those big names.
Those aren't big names. Those are huge names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge names.
To be honest with you, you know, I just always did what I always do: show up to sparring. You know, try to make it as realistic as the fight, because sparring is, you know, closest thing to the fight. Spar hard, work on things that I need to do. The whole thing with Loma, there's an upstairs part of the gym, like a private gym that he trains out of, and then there's a lower part of the gym up in Oxnard. And I was 17, turning 18 at the time, and I was getting ready for some tournament. I believe it was Golden Gloves, men's Golden Gloves, and
Old Robert Garcia boxing.
Yeah, the old Robert Garcia boxing gym. Anyways, I was downstairs, sparring champions, former world champions, this, that, and the other, and I was doing really well. They really liked it. A couple managers were like, "Hey, maybe you should, try going upstairs. Lomachenko's getting ready for a fight." And like in my head, I was like, "Damn, like, I'm about to be 18. That would be a great experience." I go up there, I do a few rounds with them, and take some pictures, and it was good. It was a great experience, and it helped me develop as a fighter. Obviously, I'm always changing, always developing. I'm not even the same fighter I was 3 months ago. We're always leveling up. So it was literally, thinking back to it, I was like a completely different fighter then to where I am now. And that whole process, helped me develop into the fighter I'm now, and how I keep growing into, a bigger and better, smarter fighter.
That's pretty
And
dope.
we got the call to spar Tank Davis after he had been training for about 3 hours of some pretty solid training already.
Literally, how you were talking about like sweaty, like we got the call and I'm like drenched in sweat.
Really?
Oh, you were training, and they called you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And you know what? The kid didn't even think twice about it, man. We're in the car 5 minutes later, heading down to the gym for the sparring.
Killer.
Wow.
And they're like, "Hey, you want to do 6 rounds?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen?"
Do it.
That was here in LA, or?
Yeah, at Tengus.
Tengus,
Oh,
yeah.
that's Tengus?
Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah. It was at the time that he came to LA, Gervonta, he came to LA, he was going to fight Abner Matias, but, they were doing the whole press conference, this, that, and the other, and then Matias ended up getting injured, so it didn't happen.
Is that when his eye?
His retina? Yeah,
Retina,
yeah.
What do you think would have happened on that fight?
Honestly, at that time, I don't know. I don't know.
I called the Santa Cruz fight.
Yeah?
I called it.
Ah, dude, why you gotta
His feelings were. What do you think would have happened with
with Matias and Tank?
Yeah.
I don't think Tank was as strong as that he is now back then. I think it would have been a closer fight than what people think.
Yeah.
But I think Matias would have had a little edge on that.
What do you think, Coach?
I think Matias would have ended up blind, man. I think he was smart to pull out of that fight.
What about you, Coach?
I'm not even talking about skill-wise. I'm just talking about that detached retina.
Yeah.
And that's exactly true. I mean, Tank is a monster himself. I mean, his record speaks for itself. So that would have been, it was a smart pull, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So how was it with Leo Santa Cruz?
It was great, I mean, I'm not a southpaw. He was getting ready for Gervonta, but, I have a similar body type, short and stocky, I'm a good, counterpuncher, sharp, strong. So, it was cool. It was a good experience. Shout out to Leo. He put up a great fight that fight, and, he just ended up getting caught by, the stronger dude, the more powerful dude. He saw, he didn't see that punch coming, and that's ultimately why he got knocked out. He didn't see it coming. He couldn't, prepare himself for the shot and got caught flush.
Man, it broke my heart.
He'll bounce.
Oh yeah,
He'll
for
bounce
sure.
back.
but-
Is he a nice guy as they say he is?
Oh yeah, he's super humble, humble.
he is
Great
that
dude,
guy, huh?
great dude. Him and his brothers, his dad, his
dad,
whole
right?
family.
Yeah,
that
the whole
gym.
gym was
It's weird. I met his dad, but I've never met Leo.
Oh, okay.
I got to talk to his dad like briefly, and Leo walked by, but I didn't get to talk to him. Everyone I've met that's met him, everyone that I talked to that's met him, said he's like the most down to earth, coolest dude, and I'm like, nice. And I'm not saying I don't believe in Lambos and stardom.
No, yeah, but I mean, he's just enjoying the fruits of his labor. Pulling up to a gym in a Lambo. You deserve that.
Mayweather's Lambo.
Yeah, he bought that. Yeah, I heard the
Mayweather.
story. He bought it off of Mayweather.
And he goes in side by side with Mikey. I'm a big fan of Mikey too.
Oh yeah,
That
Mikey's.
dude is. You seen the pictures of the two Lambos?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen it?
Nah.
They both park their Lambos and
Yeah,
take
yeah.
pictures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got black. Well, Mikey's got like 3 or something like that. I don't know. But,
That's dope.
they park them side by side, doors up, and they do a photo shoot. That's how you do it with a Lambo.
Yeah, one day.
There you
Yeah.
go. Porsche, bro. Do Porsche. Do
Why Porsches, bro?
what do you mean?
I heard they have great handling.
No, they. Let me school you on something.
What's up?
Me and my boy Ron talk about this all the time. Not taking anything from Lambo, Ferrari, or anything like that, but a Porsche is built for performance. It's a barely street legal race car. Barely. Allegedly, it only has back seats for insurance purposes. But you get like the top tier models. I mean, Paul Walker killed himself for playing around in one. They're dangerous cars if you don't know what you're doing.
They're well built too. You can have it as a daily driver. The
Exactly.
way that you can't with a Ferrari.
Exactly. You don't need to drip charge it. You turn it on and off like a regular car. Everyone that talks about a Porsche, they usually say the same thing, and they're usually not car people. They go, "Why Porsche? They look the same. They all look the same. Why? It's like a perfectly made knife, just getting sharpened every year. Just sharpening it. You don't have to change anything. Aerodynamics, the handling, the performance. Like he said, you daily drive it.
I can take you for a car guy, bro.
You don't even know. I'm telling you, I want to buy Ron's.
Not a car guy, a Porsche guy.
A Porsche guy.
Yeah, Porsche guy.
I love Porsches, man. I
All right,
love
bro.
Porsches.
So we're gonna do a little segment real quick. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, and you're gonna choose that or the other.
Okay, for sure.
It's 12 rounds of versus. We're gonna do 12 rounds, just like in a boxing match, right? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Superman versus Batman.
Superman.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
Ninjas versus pirates.
Ninjas.
Tacos versus wings.
Tacos. 100%.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Pizza versus burgers.
Burgers.
PS5 versus Xbox.
For me, Xbox.
Xbox, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about PS5. Madden versus FIFA.
FIFA, 100%. Sorry.
Netflix and chill versus Hulu and do you.
Netflix, come on. Come
Too much
on.
content on Hulu.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Be a whole lot
saying.
of doing it.
Yeah.
Ass versus titties.
Ass. I'm an ass man for sure.
Fake ass and
sure.
titties or real ass and titties?
I mean, does it matter? Come on. If it looks good, it looks good. Come on.
Right? Exactly.
Blondes or brunettes?
Both. Shit.
That's my guy. Lakers Clippers.
Lake Show. Come on.
right.
Come on.
Dodgers Angels.
I'm not a baseball dude, but LA Dodgers.
Because you know Angels pretend to be the
Yeah.
LA
The
Angels
LA Angels
of Anaheim.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is Orange County.
I can't talk too
Yeah.
much shit because that was my dad's team. You know, rest in peace, Pops. But they should have stayed in Anaheim with just Anaheim, or Southern California.
Hey,
Yeah.
Something, not LA.
better than the Cleveland baseball team, right?
Or the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, bro?
It could go so many different directions, but I just see myself as champion.
Yeah.
You know, taking over
All the belts.
all the belts.
You hear that, everybody? All the belts.
Are you gonna pull a Teofimo Lopez?
No, it's my own story. I'm gonna pull
Oh,
a
there you go.
Matias.
Oh,
I'm gonna
there you
pull a
go.
Matias Radcliffe.
I'll punch myself. Yeah, I like that.
No, but much respect to Tio. That dude, he did what everybody thought he couldn't do.
Upset of the year.
And he knew it.
You know
Of
what's
course,
crazy?
It's self-belief,
Yeah, exactly.
confidence, all that.
You know what's crazy? That Luke called it. Me and him were talking. He's like, I think Teal's got it. And I was like, hell no.
Dude, the
you're
confidence
crazy.
was oozing. It was like
And
Danny Garcia. Like he just
called
knows
me,
what he's doing.
What'd I tell you? I was like, damn, bro, you know your shit.
No, but I mean, like,
And
before the
arrogance
fight,
of Roma.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that. He didn't sign a rematch clause, and like, if I was in Teofimo Lopez's shoes, I'd be doing the same thing. Oh, he lost to me, and he disrespecting me like that. He went down the ladder, and he's gonna have to work his way back up. You know,
That's not, man.
even if, I mean, will he still be at 135? Teofimo Lopez by the time that happens, who knows?
No, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's
He's
big.
ready to go up to 140.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I heard he wants to get the winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor and unify 140. So, that would be amazing
He's on a
too.
mission.
Yeah, man on a mission.
Ramirez is a good fighter too, though.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's no easy thing, but he's making his legacy.
Real quick, coach, outside of this gym, when you're not here and you're not training, you're not in training camp, what do you do for fun?
Cooking good food.
Yeah, I have 2 kids now. You know what I mean. So I seem to be doing the daddy life.
How is that?
I love it. I
love
love
it
my
too.
kids. My kids are awesome. Daughter Bowie, my son Kanan. So that really keeps me on my toes. I'm a runner. I'm one of those weird runner guys. So I put down a lot of miles a week in my running shoes. And then pre-COVID, taking wifey out to a restaurant, maybe going to a concert, maybe doing it, something with my beautiful wife.
Cool. What kind of music are you into?
Punk rock, baby.
Play the guitar, dude.
That's tight. So, real quick, what music puts you in the mood to train?
I basically listen to anything except country. Country for me, like, I mean, I don't have anything against country. It just doesn't get me, pumped up or ready for training.
Yeah, definitely not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But country is really good music.
I worked out to Alan Jackson.
Really?
No, dude.
Well, country's good if you're feeling depressed.
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
Well, maybe.
You listen to it.
Go fuck with some Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
Hey, hell yeah.
So, what do you want people to
Remember you. What do you want? What staple do you want to leave in the sport?
I mean, my ultimate goals and dreams is just to, leave my name in the history books. I'm here for, to leave my legacy and to, leave a big legacy and just prove that I'm the best. I'm in boxing not just to be in boxing, I'm here because I believe that I'm the best, and I'm just gonna keep showing it each and every single fight and show everybody what Mathias Radcliffe is all about, and why I call myself one of one, because I am. I'm just different.
That's dope.
That's dope. Anything you want to say? Something we didn't cover? Something you want to
Tell the people, tell everybody who's listening.
No, just shout out to my team. Shout out to Coach Brandon Krause. Shout out to all my sponsors. Geo, since day one, since I was 18 years old, and the amateurs always believed in me. Lambert Torres at House of Needles. Frank the chef. He prepares my meals for me. Ron Bahat. Lou at pro level.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
And Mike, my manager. We're gonna start making big moves and putting the boxing world on notice.
Coach, anything you got?
Oh, I just want to say thank you for inviting us to your gym here. Really appreciate it. Real good.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Where can people find you guys at?
I have Instagram at Matias Boxer, Mathias Boxer. Constantly posting content. I maybe if you DM me, I won't get to it right away, but I always respond. Whether it be a day, 2, a week, whatever it may be, I always respond. Always keep in contact with people trying to message me.
Coach?
You can find me at Coach Brandon Krause on Instagram and Outlaws Boxing on YouTube.
All right.
In Tarzana, California.
In luxurious Tarzana,
There
California.
you go.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't that far driving out here. Maybe that I was just chilling back
Bro.
in the back seat.
All right, bro. And you drive next time I gotta come over all the time. You drive me, okay? No, but hey, you know where you can find him though? You know where you can find him if anybody wants to find him?
Outlaws Boxing Gym.
No. Pretty soon, at the top, baby.
Ooh, there we
like
go.
it.
I like
Very
it.
good.
Well, we wanna extend the invite. You guys can come down to Supreme Boxer in Elsinore. Right, Coach?
Of course. Always welcome.
Yeah, we'll be
Thank
honored.
you.
For sure.
We'd love to have you guys. We'll be back. You got more fighters.
Yes.
So we'll definitely be back. But this concludes our episode number 7. Thank you guys for popping our cherry, for getting interviewed. You know what I mean? We appreciate that.
Thank you for not bleeding everywhere.
Not a bleeder. All right, you guys. This wraps up episode 7, Boxing Club Podcast. Out.
Out.
Peace.
Later.